Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's a Crypto back at with another Season 3 Smite build, and today we're doing the god Loki. As much as I hate this god was requested, and yeah, let's get right into the build. So as always, we'll start off the leveling, what to level, and what each ability does. There's going to be an annotation on the top right that allows you guys to skip to the build if you guys know how his abilities work. And like I said, let's get into this. Alright, so first off, first thing you're going to want to level for Loki is his 2. His 2 gives him a viable source of lane clear, and it's how he's actually able to stay in lane and do so much. His 2 pretty much one-shots the minions at, like, I think level 4, and then his other abilities after that you're going to level are going to be his 3 and 1 in that order, and then obviously get your ult whenever you can. So as you see here, his 2 is a decoy. He throws it out, minions will go into it, and they'll be attracted to it, they'll actually shoot at it, and they'll take damage if they're in that little small circle that you saw. This also works on towers and phoenixes. It does not work on, however, titans. Also, and it works on Gold Fury as well. So you can really take Gold Fury like by yourself if you really wanted to. I wouldn't advise it, but I mean you can do it if needed. Alright, then after his 2, like I said, we're going to go into your 3. His 3 is a basic attack buff. Pretty much what it does is that your next basic attack deals extra damage. So for this, as you see here, it goes up to 220. It also slows. This lasts 5 seconds, and the slow on it lasts 3 seconds. You'll be hitting people late game from like 330 probably to around 400, depending on exactly what your build is, and depending on how many power items you got. And then your 1. Your 1 is an invisibility, as you see here. He goes cloaked, and he also gains a lot of movement speed. His next basic attack will do some poison over time. As you can see here, it scales up from 30 to 90, which is actually very nice, which allows him to, you know, like one-shot people late game. And also, oh, sorry, that's it. My bad. So yes, like I said, it's gonna be 2, 3, 1, and obviously get your ult whenever. Sorry about that. My phone went off. After that is your ult. As you see, your ult just kind of looks like a simple small circle. But what your ult actually does, I'll go test it on this Odin bot, is it actually teleports you to behind your target, and then it backstabs them and stuns them, as you see here. And then so what this allows you to do is actually get behind somebody. And as you see, since I'm behind somebody, I'm critting constantly. And that's because of Loki's passive. Whenever you're behind somebody, you crit them and do more damage. Obviously you're critting, so you do more damage. Alright, so that's been it for the abilities and what they do. Let's get into... oh yeah, sorry, before that, let's do a tip and trick, I guess you can say. Alright, so pretty much you can just 1 and then 3. But be advised, whenever you use your 3, people can actually hear you. As you can hear, that was actually very loud. So, a trick that I like to do is use my 1 and then 3, start hitting them. They'll probably get down to roughly half, depending on if it's like a mage or an ADC. And then, if they're trying to run away, you always have your ult up, and just simply ult to them and kill them. Now, it's up to you if you want to wait to have your 3 back up, so that way you can ensure the kill. Do that. If you want to try to have that tick over time from your 1, then definitely wait for your 1. Like I said, it's pretty much just a scenario. Alright, so let's jump into this build. So first off, you're going to want to head over into Transcendence, Tier 2, the Charge of Morningstar. Charge of Morningstar gives you MP5, which is very nice. It gives you your mana per 5 seconds. So we'll have, as you can see here, 15.2. So we'll get 15.2 mana back per 5 seconds. And then you also gain some power and mana, which you can never go wrong with more mana and power, especially in the early game. Alright, so for your consumables, you're going to go into 3 of these healing pots, and then you're going to go into 3 multi-pots. The reason why you want to go into multi-pots, strictly for pretty much any god that you play in solo lane, is because if you pop your healing and your multi-pot at the same time, both the healing effects from these happen. As you may know, if you try to pop 2 healing potions at the same time, you don't get 2 ticks of healing, you only get 1. It just it only lengthens the duration of the effect. Sorry about that. And then for your relic, you're gonna want to get is probably gonna be teleport. That way you can get right back into the fight. Let's say you did something stupid and you died right away. You can always teleport right back to tower and maybe lose 1 or 2 creeps, which would only put you behind like 20 gold possibly. And then for your last relic, Once you reach level 12, you unlock this. I would probably just recommend going into Purification. If they don't have high CC, then you could probably go into Medi or something like Sprint. That way you can chase down your enemies. Or if you're feeling really ballsy, you can actually go even into Blink. Blink allows you to simply just teleport to a certain distance, like so. So in that way, you're not using your 1 or your ultimate to teleport, and then that way you can use like your you can use your Blink, 3 somebody from behind, and then ult them, and then still 1 away, so that way you have a way to escape. But yeah, so like I said, you can always get Blink, but like I also said, if they have high CC, definitely go into Purification. Alright, so after you get your Morning Star, obviously you're going to want to complete your Transcendence. Transcendence is a stacking item up to 50, and what it does is that the certain amount of mana you have actually scales your basic attacks, so you'll be doing more damage off your basic attacks, hence why you want to go into Transcendence. After that, you're obviously just want to go into your Warrior tab. The other boots here are pretty much useless to Loki. He doesn't need the attack speed necessarily, unless, like, let's say you're, I guess, playing Arena. You really don't want to do that either, but I mean, you could if you really wanted. Warrior tab just gives you the extra power that you need to give it an extra punch. After that, you're pretty much going to go into almost all of these pen items. Depending on their team comp, in this order, I'd recommend going into Jotuns, the Crusher, and Titan's Bane. Jotuns gives you CDR, mana, physical power, and pen. So you're going to be able to do more damage. Let's say you're facing a Guardian. You'll be able to do more damage because of the pen, and also you'll be able to stay longer because of the mana, and you'll be able to have a higher kill potential because of the CDR. Crusher, if you don't know, does more damage to towers. It goes up to 5 stacks, and you gain 10 attack speed. So ultimately, you gain 50 attack speed if you hit the tower 5 times. So right now with the Crusher, we would have 1.88 attack speed instead of 1.38. And this is mainly the reason why Loki is so good at pushing objectives, is because he's able to utilize that item very well. And then on to Titan's Bane, all of your physical attacks gain 33% physical pen. So along with the Jotun's Wrath and Titan's Bane, you gain around, I think, 35 pen or something like that. And then finally, if you want, you can go into Brawlers. If you really want like the straight up pen build and a lot of power, this is the build for you right here. Also, if you don't want, like, let's say Titan's Bane, for example, you can sell Titan's Bane, and let's say they have healing, or even if you're facing a healer first, we can do this. You can go into Brawler's first item, just in case you're facing a healer, and then go into Jotun's and the Crusher. Or if you don't want the Crusher and you think that you're doing enough damage to towers, you can sell the Crusher and go into Titan's Bane. So overall, as you can see, there's a lot of different variations you could do, but the variation I like doing is going into Jotun's Wrath because I love my CDR and being able to stay in the fight and do more damage to people.
Time to kill some buzzards.
And then finally, the last item is going to be Deathbringer. The reason why you go into Deathbringer on Loki, in my opinion, is because you have your ult, which automatically teleports you behind him. As we can go over here. I lost my way. There we are. And you know your ult teleports you behind somebody. So as you can see here, you can pretty much basic them and then hit them for a large amount. But yeah, that's been it, guys. If you guys liked the video, make sure you guys drop a like. If you guys want another God video, make sure you drop it down in the comments. And then hit subscribe to keep updated on my videos. That's it, guys. Have a good day. Peace out.